Hi, welcome to my chess channel on YouTube. I really appreciate you visiting my site. Thank you very much. It's not my site, but anyway, my site's coming out of here, my eyes, and it's not very good anymore. Apparently, there's over 3 million functioning parts in the human eye, okay? But I've only got about 60,000 left. Here we go with a game that I've just played, just hot off the press. I was manoeuvring some paper there, not manoeuvring on the chessboard, but here I've got a game I've just played hot off the press, chess.com, and you know, blitz of course. So here we go, without any further ado. C4, okay, right, I'm going to just play my normal functioning E6 moves to sort of whatever. And so now my opponent sort of transposes. I thought that my opponent played 1 E4, but they played 1 C4, and now they play E4, preventing me from playing a French. But I thought that it was 1 E4. So this is sort of like, if I play D5 now, if I play D5, I'm just going to get what I said the other day I don't really like for black. As a sort of a centre counter gambit, okay, with this, and I don't like it, but other people really like this for black, but I don't. So I deviate. I think, why not? I'll play a Sicilian setup here for black. So that's what I do. C5. And to be frank, this is one of the openings I've studied quite a lot, but I don't really sort of divulge that, but here I am. It's a secret, don't tell anyone. Knight F3. So hello to my the person I met in the Cathedral Square yesterday. I hope you do really well with your chess, and if you know who I'm talking about, you know who you are. From Invercargill. So if you want to, you can ask me if you want something from me. I will certainly send something to you for playing me, and it'll be better than some money. Okay, so if you want to, that's on offer. Just make yourself known. Okay, here we go. Knight C6, because I won't go into detail. I biffed the bishop away with F6. I could play H6 instead, but I'd rather just play F6. It's probably a really bad move. My opponent, by the way, is 2080. I'm just trying to think where the flag is from. It's a green flag anyway. I have seen it and I do know the country, but now this bishop is now firmly fastened down. Regardless of what attacks it, I'm just going to keep it firmly fastened down here with C5, not allowing moves like C5 here for white soon thereafter. So I play C5. It's now giving white a place for their knight if they get it there, or so forth. G5, a bit naughty really. Bishop G3, Knight G6, just plain boring rubbishy kind of play from David Weegenaar's hand, but hard to meet in lightning chess. I know, because I've played against it myself. King H1, don't care. Knight F4, F3. Wow, now that's fastened down the hatches and the whatever for me now, because now my bishop's looking quite nice. It's got a square here maybe for later, if it wants to go there, or it can just stay where it is. So I play f5. Now this offers white the chance to get rid of their white squared bishop, which is their bad bishop. Not that any knights can be bad, only bishops. Bishops can be good or they can be bad, and we won't go into detail here about what I mean by that. ef5, bishop f5. Here we've got the challenge that white can now get rid of their white squared bishop, which they duly do, or they offer to. Now, so here, queen g5, just if bishop f5 here, I would just merely play rook f5. Knight b6 comes, and now I play rook to d8, thinking about my d pawn on d6. So that's what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm defending my d pawn, which is what NZer would say to do, is to defend your central points. But I'm a bit naughty. I'm only defending it with one piece, Mr. NZer. Now my opponent plays knight d5. What is the threat? So that's the first exercise for you, and there's another one coming up soon. So what is white threatening black? So the answer to the question is, the ultimate question is bishop f5. Oops, wrong one. What happened there? Okay. I'll just go, if I play something lame, like, say I play h5, okay? Then black would be met with this. Now, guess what? I don't want to take that bishop back. So it's at least a loss of my white squared bishop on f5. Because if I take it back, for those who want to see, white has this move. Queen takes f5 and it's all over. Because as one would appreciate, after this, knight check and knight takes queen, and white is a whole rook up, even though I've got this nice bishop on d4. So that's what white is threatening here. So I played rook d7. Because you've got to be very careful. This player is a strong, I think it's Pakistan. This player is a very strong, I think it is. This player is very strong, 2080 in blitz. Queen d2. And I didn't actually notice till after the game that my opponent's actually threatening queen a5. I didn't even notice. Because I'm just looking at the king side. All eyes are fixed on the king side. That's all I'm doing. Now I'm actually threatening bishop d3. Because the queen cannot leave and take this bishop because of queen g2 resulting in checkmate. Bishop f5, now I take with the rook. I'm not going to take with the queen for basic reasons being, one, I have to go back to g square to attack the pawn on g2 for white. So that's one reason. The other one is maybe psychosomatically I realised I was being attacked on a5, but I don't think I was aware of this. So I take with the rook so that I'm still eyeing up this square e7 for the white knight to leap into or to cavort into. So the thing is that knights can be very tricky, obviously. So I respect knights because they are easy to just fall into a blunder. We'll just keep it at that. Okay, so we'll go rook f5. So rook D E1. Now notice, just have a look at this position. Black's sort of like this and white's sort of like this. White has a smaller area to live in. And here I just merely play Queen H4, still keeping it basic, that I'm still, in case I'm just watching this square here, I don't want this knight to be a nuisance in regards to a knight check and knight takes rook or something to that effect. So I play Queen H4 with obvious intentions. My opponent plays Rook E2. Now I'm not actually sure, even though I'm not a master of chess or anything like that, I'm not entirely sure about what is the best thing for white to do here. I think it's quite hard for white to do something, but maybe, just thinking outside the square, that this might be possible, but I don't really want to think so. Okay, so maybe Queen A5 is possible. What I'm going to do is quickly turn the engine on, and then I'm going to force white to make a move as H3, which is what I think my opponent should have played, but they played Rook E2. So to keep it short, Rook E2, Rook H5, clearly I threaten checkmate. Now if G3, then I can choose whether I take it with the rook or the queen or the pawn, because the queen or the rook or the pawn cannot be recaptured by anything except one thing. New variation, Queen G3, and now this isn't possible. I thought it was, but guess what? This is. So no, that would not do, David. I'm just not thinking clearly after the game. I play better during the game than I do after. Now my opponent played H3. What was my next move that sort of starts to cause some friction in white's camp is Rook G3. Now my opponent plays here Rook G1. Now this is the time where you are to start to visualize things. Rook G1, okay, so that's rook to the black square next to the king for white. What did I play next is the exercise for you today. What is the move I played next? And even though I had a wee moment, I didn't even realize I could take the rook. Just take the rook with my beautiful, 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 beautiful bishop on D4. I could just take the rook. But what did I play? And taking the rook's quite suitable, quite fine, but takes a wee bit longer. What did I play here? So we've got Rook G1. I'll show you now the position, Rook G1. Now, did I play this? Because it looks quite meaty after that. Or did I play something else? Now, for those who see it, well done. I played the simple, very simple to see, Queen H3 check. Now, the only move for white is GH3. And now, of course, sadly, I can't go here because it's check to my king. I have to watch out for the knight fork again. Knight F6 check. So it's all forcing from here as rook takes h3, the only rook that can take on h3, and sadly white resigned here, not black, white resigned here. They just didn't let me play my coup de grace. So rook h2, and I would be very silly if I went rook h2 check, because I would lose. I'd be a piece down, I'll show you. My bishop's gone. And now my opponent would win this. I'd win this all day long. Even though you still have to take care. But that's highly irregular, because rook g1 is checkmate. That's the end of my session. I hope you enjoyed it. Well done if you saw the reasons for the 2 sessions of the find the next move, etc. Well done if you found them. Okay, so I wish you all the best with your chess, no matter what level you're at. Some are at the infancy of chess, which is really, really good for you to look at these things and try to just do 2 moves, 3 moves, etc. Depends on your personality, and it's very, very good for your chess to try to visualize it in your head. Okay, that's the end of my session for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and do have a look at my session with Sam, my good friend, my good Christian friend, and his understanding of the Scandi opening, which is the Scandinavian, which I don't actually like much for black. But incidentally, I will say I saw an international master on YouTube play against the Scandinavian, the Grandmaster played against the Scandinavian international master playing the black pieces, and played on move 3, Queen d6. It's over and out from David Weegenaar.